What is up, YouTube? Haven't done a tutorial in a while. I'm gonna show you how to replace your cluster lights on any 1998 to 2001 Subaru Impreza, the RS specifically. Step one, you're gonna wanna get those Phillips screws, 2 of them at the top of the shroud around the cluster. Screw 1. Screw 2. Pinch the shroud. And then come in here, 3 screws, 1, 2, 3. You want to be really careful because I've dropped these before and it's really hard to find. Ta-da, that's how you do that one. Have the steering wheel dropped all the way too and the indicators all the way down. Ta-da! Alright, and then as far as I'm aware, there should be 3 plugs. This part requires a little bit of English, a little bit of rough English. There's a correct direction to pop it out. Easy. There we go. So it's 3 plug from 98 to probably 07. Okay, so 2 green tabs on the left and right. On the face of the cluster is where you press down and tab them out. It's the same on the other side. Now she's out. So I'm assuming for the 98s to 01 that there's a single bulb lighting up both the coolant and the fuel gauges. But these ones and these ones have to do with all your hazards and such. This one's the clock. But I'm gonna go ahead and replace all these blue ones and that one with my own LED T10 bulbs. Or excuse me, T5 bulbs. It's one or the other, I really don't remember. Ooh, it's a big one. That's probably a T10. That more looks like our type of specimen. Now you don't have to pull this white backing off unless you really want to. I would say don't do it because you probably don't want to touch the green part of this backboard. There goes my little LED bulb. And I'm basically going to do that for all 3. So I believe this is a T10 and the others were T5s, but this is what the one I'm using for all the way on the right. Okay. Cut it. Also, quick little addition today. Big shout out to at Fallen Auto Works. He gave me a carbon fiber cutout around the cluster. And I hadn't put it on for so long, but you know what? I figured since I got this thing out, I'm just gonna do it today. I'm gonna show you how to do that. Basically, so easy. Just pull off. You can look around your cluster, see these tabs. Just pop off the clear lens first, then pop off the black lens. In fact, I'm gonna clean this sucker. Look at all this snot and like coughing and like vape juice that's been spit onto this thing. Ta-da! So that part's off, and this part should literally just be cool. Here's the carbon fiber one. Thank you, Tim. So I gotta remember to put the little clock buttons in too. That's really important. Otherwise, you won't be able to tell what time you are while on the toge. And then this should slide right in place. Yep, make sure your pins line up. Pins are all good. Just gotta make sure it gets over the buttons. Boom. Kept giving it pressure and the buttons eventually came out. So, perfect. And look at that. That's gorgeous. Thank you, Tim. And putting it back together, same thing. backwards. But of course, before putting it back in, testing is really important. So I would say if you have pulled them out, or if you're really skilled and you don't need to unplug your cluster to swap the bulbs, if you've unplugged them, plug them back in, and then just quickly put the car in accessory. Make sure the bulbs all actually work. Make sure you bought the right bulbs, because that's important too. All right, now we're gonna try it. Turn off that light. Wow, look at that. I got red for fuel and temp, and blue for tachometer and speedometer. Clock works great. Good to try. Let's see. Odometer, tripometer. Yep. Beautiful. All right. And so it should be really important to note when you're putting the bulbs back in, twisting them back in, these twisty types that move only about 45 degrees, make sure you twist them back in the same direction that they were twisted in. If you do this and you find that your bulbs aren't on, you twisted them in a different orientation than they came out. So if you think they're not working, you bought the wrong bulbs or something, try that real quick, take them out, twist them around. Or check and make sure your bulbs are pressed in all the way. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching.